Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about the practice session that just happened for the Spanish Grand Prix in Jerez. Now, I'm not going to go through the times until the end. I'll put them up towards the end of the video, but I suppose today's session, a couple of the major highlights of the session was one, Dani Pedrosa was fastest in morning practice on his first race of the season back as a wildcard. Now, also, the bike for the KTM that he was using was vastly different to the one that the factory riders are currently using. He had much updated aero, so it looks like the people in Red Bull were very hard at work on the KTM aero. Some of the other notable good solid performances were Aleix Espargaro did well, topping the overall timesheets, as well Maverick Vinales only 0.02 of a second behind him. Miller again did a good solid job into P5, and Nakagami, Alex Marquez were solidly within the top 10. So I suppose then though the biggest shocks were Marco Bezzecchi. He had a massive engine blow up during the session, so he was back down to one bike. Pecco Bagnaia is in serious trouble with the front end of the Ducati. He just can't seem to feel it going into the corners and therefore can't carry the corner speed. Also, Fabio Quartararo, you could see when he put in new tyres, they just didn't give him the performance that he had hoped. Franco Morbidelli did try a new exhaust, kind of like the KTM exhaust, but not an exact replica. Iker Lecuona, I must say, one of the things that I did notice was it was good to see a number 27 bike in a Repsol Honda colours. Kind of brought back memories of Casey Stoner. Joan Mir had a bit of a miserable session, crashed twice in free practice too. Lecuona did crash, bringing out a red flag to replace the air fence. All in all, you know, Jerez is a tight circuit. I think realistically the gap between first and 23rd was 1.9 seconds. The gap for the top 10 is just under 4 tenths of a second. So it is definitely going to be a tight Grand Prix. Who would I put my money on tomorrow morning for qualifying or sprint race? I'm going to go in qualifying. I'm actually going to go Dani Pedrosa. And in the race, I'm going to go for Alex Marquez. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What did you think of the practice session? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll be back again tomorrow after the sprint race.